We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Houston Texans. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
This is it. Check, 53's Mike. Bring it. Bring it. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
On first down, Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
In your face. Slam.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
We got this. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. 26. Check 31.
Now it's Watson. Flush. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. Here's Watson. That complete to Lamar Miller. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
Check, 47.
From the gun on third, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 51 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, 81 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play. Big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Mike's 47.
Out of the gun, Watson going deep for Hopkins.
Here I come again.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Watson on first down, going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Check motion.
3rd and long, it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To the air yet again, Watson. Open man is QT, complete. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. These two teams all tied after one.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. What is that? 53. Check 53. Pick me up. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw, Watson, eluding the pressure right. He'll find Miller, that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Watson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with a game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I want to know why I didn't get the football.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Texans have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
You go tight. You got tight.
They run with Howard. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Here we go. Recon, 132 fighter.
On first down, Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. On the give, running right is Howard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 34 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 22, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Watson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
57's Mike. Bandit. 57's the Mike.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, it's Watson. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
57. Mike, 57. 57's behind him.
From the 50, it's Watson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Watson now, throwing on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
53's Mike. 53's Mike. Watch the run. 53's the Mike. 53.
On 4th down, Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On 1st down, Watson forced out to his left. He's got the hook up to Miller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Hey, 59. Slam.
From the red zone now, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Got an open man, it's QT. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Mike, 53.
Watson looks to throw again. Rolling to his... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, Red 5-2, on here. 41.
The final shot before half for Wentz.
You
And that's caught inside the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Cut.
They go with Howard again. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Come on, D. Tight end right. Even. 4 down, even.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And opening there on that first down run as he gets his 4th. For about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Go. 180. 41 Mike. I don't think you got Tyson.
Again, it's Howard. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Texans take over.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Watson going to give this one to Miller. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. This is Miller. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Mike, 53.
Here we go on 4th. Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Check pass.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Check 53's Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Now a first down throw. Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Texans take over.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Texans on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 8. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. On 1st and goal, Howard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Throwing now is Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40. Past the 20. And he will score. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 40 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Derek Barnett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Watson, and he's going to go down again. Brandon Graham, who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Brown. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.